You didn't think anyone wanted to make enormous phones with screens bigger than 6 or 6.5 inches anymore, did you? Well, you were completely wrong, because this is the Huawei Mate 20X, and it's enormous. This is a 7.2 inch screen. That's right, that's bigger than some tablets. Let's have a look around the front. You can see how much I'm struggling with one hand just to hold this enormous device. Look at how my hand barely fits over the front. Now, big, right? But you know what? It's not that big. When you think about it, think about holding an old 7-inch tablet, like one of the original Nexus tablets. You couldn't have done this with one of those. This is the amazing ability of Huawei to minimize these bezels and make that much longer aspect ratio and stretch the screen out to 7.2 inches, yet still somehow manage to make this a manageable device in one, certainly two hands. No, it's not sensible, but it's not ridiculous either. There's the bottom bezel along this screen. This is an OLED panel, like the Mate 20 Pro, and it has a 2240 by 1080 pixel resolution. The ratio for the screen is 18 by 7 by 9, so it's fairly unusual, but longer than it is wider, and you get that easier just about way of interacting. You can see that I can do it with one hand if I really want to, but I don't think I'd want to on a long-term basis. However, it's not as insane as a 7.2 inch screen sounds, or at least on a phone. You can see on the back this wonderful hyper-optic pattern that Huawei has adopted for the new Mate 20 series. This is in blue that you see here. There's also a silver version which looks even more stunning. The internals on the phone are actually the same as the Mate 20 and the Mate 20 Pro. You get a Kirin 980 processor. You get a Leica triple camera on the back. That's the same, we think, as the Mate 20 Pro, but we're going to need to confirm that. You can see that it's got the fingerprint sensor on the rear and not in the fingerprint like the Mate 20 Pro. The other difference here, because there's so much more phone, inside is a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. None of that 4,000 hour or slightly smaller. This has got a whopping 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Other than that, you've got 6 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage space. That's a 24 megapixel selfie cam you can see hiding inside the teardrop notch there, which is just like we're seeing on the regular Mate 20, not the larger notch that you see on the Mate 20 Pro. The screen also supports a stylus. That means this phone can challenge the Note. But what Huawei's really pushing here is its gaming ability. This has got lots of power, lots of storage, lots of screen, and there's even a Nintendo Switch challenging gamepad that fits over the side to give you physical controls for your games. So, yes, the Mate 20X is really big, but no, it's not as ridiculous as you might think a 7-inch smartphone would be.